It's the ultimate transaction, the solution to every debt, every overdue bill, every dream purchase. You walk up to a kiosk, scan your biometric data, and make a choice. You trade away age 89 to pay off your student loans today. You sell off age 85 to put a down payment on a house. It feels like free money. After all, you're 25 years old. Who cares about what happens 60 years from now? Today, we're asking the ultimate hypothetical question. What if you could instantly trade years of your natural lifespan for cold, hard cash? And more importantly, what happens when the bill finally comes due? First, we have to establish the rules of this new reality. Let's assume this process is perfectly legal, regulated, and medically safe. When this technology first drops, it seems like the great equalizer. Suddenly, poverty is optional. If you are truly desperate, you have a safety net built into your own biology. But here's the thing about economics. Value depends on scarcity. Almost immediately, millions of young broke people rush to sell just a few years to get ahead. The market becomes flooded with cheap time. If everyone sells 5 years to buy a Tesla, the price of a Tesla skyrockets, and the cash value of a human year crashes. Suddenly, selling a year off your life doesn't buy you a house. It buys you groceries for a month. The desperate become more desperate, forced to sell larger and larger chunks of their future just to survive the present. We wouldn't just have a wealth gap, we would have a time gap. If poor people are selling time, who is buying it? In this world, billionaires wouldn't just be hoarding wealth, they'd be hoarding existence. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, they wouldn't just be the richest men alive, they could potentially be the longest living men alive. Imagine a CEO who has bought enough time to live for 300 years. They have centuries of experience and compound interest. How does a normal human compete with that? We would see the rise of a new class system. The time-rich, the near-immortal oligarchs at the top, and the time-poor, the majority of the population burning through their lifespans just to pay rent. Inheritance changes too. You don't leave your kids money when you die. You die early so you can transfer your remaining 20 years to them, just so they have a fighting chance. But the darkest change wouldn't be economic, it would be psychological. Right now, death is a vague concept. It's out there, somewhere in the future. But in this world, you have a literal countdown clock. Every time you buy a coffee, you do the math. Is this latte worth 45 minutes of my life? Dating apps wouldn't just show your height and job, they'd show your remaining lifespan. Would you marry someone knowing they only have 5 years left because they sold the rest to go to medical school? Society would become paralyzed by the literal cost of living. The scary part about this hypothetical is that it's not entirely fiction. We already trade our time for money. We call it a job. We sell 40 hours a week every week for 40 years, hoping we saved enough to enjoy the very end of it. The only difference in this scenario is the speed of the transaction. So, if the Life ATM appeared tomorrow, what's your price? Would you sell a year for $1 million? How about 10 years? Let me know your price down in the comments below. And if you want to spend a few minutes of your life wisely, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.